Hello boaters, welcome to Narrowboat Journeys. My name is Phil, and at the time of recording this, I've lived afloat aboard my narrowboat for nearly 34 years. I share my home with my two cats, Bushka and Midge, and we spend our days travelling around the canal system and making videos. It's a lovely autumn day. I'm on the Oxford Canal and starting off close to Belcher's Lift Bridge, which is just slightly north of Aynho. I travel through Aynho, go to Somerton Deep Lock, and then on this actual trip I went as far as Hayford Common Lock, but for this video, because it was getting a bit long, we'll end this one at Somerton Deep. So unfortunately you'll have to wait until the next video to see the cats being let out at the end. Approaching Aynho Wharf, and immediately to my left here there's a winding hole, and just after that the little boatyard shop and a water point. Just to the left of here there's a pub, the Great Western. The village of Aynho itself is a mile or two to the left up the road. There's not much up there, no point in going there really. You've got a little shop in the boatyard here, and you've got the pub, and that's probably all you're going to need. The water point is against the wall of the shop immediately to the left here. You'll see it in a moment. There you are, that blue thing there is the water point. It's a CRT water point, so anyone can use it. But of course you can also get your diesel and gas and other things from the boatyard. As mentioned, there's a very popular pub to the left of here. And watch out for this bridge, it's very low, and look how far the towpath sticks out. You've got to, when you boat through here, you've got to go as close to the towpath as you possibly can. Look at the damage to the brickwork. Now, I've had a couple of scrapes under this bridge before. It's particularly difficult if there's a crosswind, as there quite often is around here. It can be quite tricky to get through there without bashing and scraping. No such problems today, fortunately. On this side of the bridge we've got a few visitor moorings here on the right, but otherwise all of the other boats you can see are all long-term private moorings. And again, it can be very difficult through here if there's a strong crosswind. You've got boats moored both sides of the canal, plus you're very likely to meet another boat and have to pass it on the way. This is the remaining brickwork of an old lift bridge. This seems to have become quite a popular little mooring spot. It never used to be like that. It never used to get many boats around here. But obviously things change over time. This is a particularly nice part of the Oxford Canal, but only if you're here in the right weather. If it's windy, it can be really difficult here. If it's very hot, it's merciless. If it's cold, it's horrible. But if you're here in the right sort of weather, it's an absolutely perfect place. Good for astronomy as well. You get fairly dark skies here. Since I recorded this video, this lift bridge we're approaching has been upgraded. It's now hydraulically operated. You can wind it up with a windlass. I've not actually tried it like that yet because they were still working on it when I last came through here. But it's a bit of a dodgy one because this lift bridge does open and close because there's a public footpath goes across it, and you can't always rely on it to stay up. Hopefully that problem's been fixed now. We're approaching Somerton Deep Lock now, and on the left here is another winding hole. This one can be extremely difficult if it's windy, because it's so exposed here. At 12 foot, this is the deepest lock on the Oxford Canal. And the little lock cottage here is very isolated. There's no road access to it, no mains power, and as far as I know, no running water either.
Have a nice trip.
Take your time with this one, it's a big beast. And don't let other boaters rush you along. Quite often there'll be a queue here in the summer. This gate is very heavy. Right, I've got to end this video here because otherwise it's going to be too long, because I did carry on for quite a way after this. So in the next video we'll carry on the rest of the trip down as far as Hayford Common Lock. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.